to workouts with Keegan. Today we'll be focusing on 6 to 7 year olds. Let's begin. Let's start with a simple extension, kids. Can you extend your legs with me? Extend. Extend. Oh, great. You're doing great. Okay, now let's move on to abduction. Don't get abducted, kids. That would be bad, and that would make your parents frown. Okay, so abduction. We are going to raise our hands up high and try and touch the sky. Don't look at the sun too long. You might go blind. Now, let's bring our hands down to the ground at our sides. That's adduction, not abduction, adduction. Like that thing you're learning in school, adding. Okay, now let's finish off with circumduction. That involves little circles, hence circumduction. Try moving your arms like this, or like this. Just make circular motions. Yes, good job. I like how you're circularly moving. All right, kids, let's move on to flexion and hyperextension. But let's get off our rumps for this one, because sitting on the couch all day makes you prove the stereotypes that all Americans are lazy. Let's move this chair out of the way, because we're moving on up. That is a reference to the Jeffersons. But you guys wouldn't understand that reference because you guys are only 6 or 7. I'm only 17. I shouldn't know that reference. Anyways, let's move on. Hyperflexion. Flexion. My bad. My cue cards are wrong. Anyways, flexion would be like taking a walk. Taking a stroll down memory lane. Now, hyperextension would be going backwards. The opposite way it should be. If you guys play Super Smash Brothers, which I know you do, you're only 6 or 7. Who doesn't play video games? I know I do. Okay, the character Captain Falcon does a leg kick as such. Hua, hua. Now, that could be seen as a flexion, hyperextension. So it'd be like flexion, hyperextension, bam, percentage points, kick off the screen. Hi kids, welcome back to the show. Now let's talk about the next form of movement, rotation. Let's say you are getting curious, whether you're a boy or a girl, and you want to see what your mom's hoop earrings look like on you. So you put them on. You're like, 1 hoop, 2 hoop. So you put them on, and then as you turn your head, rotation, you start to realize that the hoop earrings are hitting you every time, and it feels like someone's tapping you. You don't know what's happening. Well, I don't know about you kids, but I'm beat. Let's take a walk outside, get some fresh air. But take a jacket, kids. You wouldn't want to get hypothermia and die. Enter stage left. All right, kids, nice to see you again. I hope you had a nice little commercial break, had a snack, took a nap, did whatever you needed to do. Now you can relax and we can get back to the workout and to the lesson. All right, next, let's talk about depression. No, on a serious note, depression is a very serious matter and we should not joke around with it. If you have depression or have experienced, especially at such an early age, 6 or 7, you should really seek help. Talk to a friend, talk to a teacher, talk to someone you trust and seek help because it's a very serious matter. All right, returning to my kind of depression. Joint movement. We have depression, when your jaw goes down, depression. We also have elevation. Elevation would be the opposite, just your jaw going back up. Elevation. And there you have it. Let's move on to the next two. All right, now let's move on to protraction and retraction. If you take your neck and you move it just forward, just like that, like a turkey, that would be protraction. Now, if you do the opposite and you move back, as such, that would be retraction. So you'd look like a turtle now. So it'd be like protraction, retraction, protraction, retraction. Turkey, turtle. Turkey, gobble gobble, turtle. All right, kids, time for me to show you these hands. or these big meaty claws, as some might prefer. Okay, now here we have the posterior, or we also have the anterior. Posterior, anterior. On this side, we also have the pronation, or on this side, the supination. Posterior, anterior, pronation, supination. Okay, now why don't we move on to our feet, our ankle area. If you extend your legs, guys, let's extend your legs. Come on, all you little kids, you in the front, you get up, you're doing good. Good job. All right, now, inversion would be if you twisted your leg like this. It's going in, like you're invading. That's a good tip to remember it, guys. Or we can have eversion, like evade, like you're going away, which would be the other way. Inversion, eversion. You guys remember that? Good job, you guys did great. Now let's turn this way. We're gonna keep working in that same area. Here, we're gonna have a dorsal flexion, like this, going up. Dorsal, remember? Dorsal flexion. Now we can also have a plantar flexion, which is where you're going down, plant. Plants go on the ground. Dorsal, plantar, dorsal, plantar. All right, you guys keep doing that. You guys are doing great. Good job. I'm proud of you guys. All right, guys, that's it for the show. It was a great show. I was happy to educate you guys. Hope you learned something. What was your favorite part, guys? That was my favorite part, too! Oh, my God! Great minds think alike. I lied. That was my favorite part. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, it's time to get out of here. Next week, we'll have another great show for you guys. We'll be talking about the birds and the bees. 6- and 7-year-olds really need to learn that. Anyways, let's bring the crew out here. Let's say goodbye. You've got me, Kike. You've got our fabulous director, Ethan. Our not-so-fabulous choreographer, Nelson. Anyway, stay beautiful. We're out. Yeah. And then I'll do an awkward wink. Let's say you're wearing... You didn't say one.
Yeah.
Oh, one's to go.
Oh my God.
All right, kids. Let's move on to hyperflexion. Let's say you or... Okay,
You good?
I'll do the Ethan.
That's the dallable. Well, dallable is like the slow down
That's
to
what
the
it is.
midline. So you're going to be going towards the midline.
So like this.
Mm-hmm. And then lateral, which
Could
is
I
like
just go
away.
my head like that?
No. Okay.
That's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, do that again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.